know if I'm dressing my age? Well, Catherine wrote to me and she said, I want to dress age appropriate, but many women my age dress frumpy or 10 years older. I'm 63. Many women my age don't care how they look. How do I know if I'm dressing my age? Now, what is dressing your age anyway? I really think that's a very, very arbitrary sort of kind of decision or judgment, and I don't think necessarily one that we should be making. But there are things you might want to think about if you are thinking about what makes you feel comfortable in your clothes, what makes you feel stylish. So you obviously don't want to feel frumpy because it's something you notice in other people. And so one of the things you need to do is, what is it that makes the people that you feel of that are looking frumpy, what makes their outfits frumpy? Commonly, it's things like the fit, that it's all a bit sloppy and loose, because, you know, often as we get older, comfort becomes more important. So it could be, is it sloppy and loose, and that's what's making it look frumpy to you? Is the fit? So fit is super important. Is it things like it's got very, very relaxed, and maybe you want to be a little bit more elevated? Is it, yeah, so maybe thinking about structure or a blazer rather than a cardigan, things like that. So is it, you know, the fabric? So is it all very cotton and very kind of the lower end of what we call level of refinement? So more rough or chunky or textured in a way, and it lacks that sort of refinement. So would you rather something like a silk blouse rather than a cotton t-shirt, or even a higher quality bamboo t-shirt or linen t-shirt instead of a low quality cotton t-shirt? I mean, this is where there's so many things that come into what makes something potentially frumpy in a way that you don't like. Other thing too is, like, there's no age you can not wear jeans. There is no age that you have to throw your leather jacket out. Like, there's no age that things like that can't be worn. It's really up to you and about what is your style. And this is where understanding your personality is so important, and what goes into your style, what makes you feel like the best version of you. This is a question only you can answer. So I would think about what I notice though is, if I'm looking at frumpy, it's often its fit, its construction, its quality of materials, and it's not adding the finishing touches, the accessories, the jewelry, the scarves, you know, a nice pair of shoes, those sorts of things. They're kind of like, I've put on a t-shirt and a pair of pants and that's it. And it doesn't fit terribly well, but it's comfortable and I'll get by. So I think about, it's often that very, very casual. So it's then thinking about, well, what do I like? And, you know, you may not want to wear a mini skirt anymore, but maybe you do. And if you've, you know, that's your personality, then go for it. This is where there's no such thing as, you know, what is or isn't, you know, dressing your age. And I really think 63 is not old. I am not far off that. And there is no way I think I would have to kind of rethink my style completely when I hit your age. So I really think that we are, you know, we kind of letting some sort of media created idea about what is appropriate kind of come into it. I really think it's just finding your style and then figuring out what you want to wear. Are you more creative? Are you more classic? Are you more elegant chic? Are you more feminine? All those things come into it, and then actually deciding what it is that is your style. So, and this is where getting that education in colour and style is so important, because it helps you make those decisions. And that's why I've developed my 7 Steps of Style program, because it leads you through that process to really discovering your style and what it is that is your style for this stage of your life. Really, it's more about what are you doing in your life rather than your age. How are you spending your time? What kind of clothes do you need? And what makes you comfortable? And what is your version of comfortable? And I've got blog posts all about comfortable. Comfortable is a really interesting word that means a million different things. And so I think it's really important for us to figure out for ourselves what comfortable really means for us, because comfort is an important driver in our style. Like, I like to be comfortable doesn't mean I don't also want to be stylish. So it's working out how to do both of those things for you in a way that makes you feel good.